let's get a quick engine update. Performance on the condenser, and it seems to be doing a pretty good job. It's not the biggest condenser. In retrospect, it might have been good to have gotten one that's just a couple, like two or so more coils of tubing wider. But anyway, it has definitely made a difference. Like right now, the temperature on the engine, we've got, or not temperature, but the pressure is about 6 psi. And we did have a situation yesterday coming up some steep hills. We came up the hill out of Congress, Arizona, where the Hot Shot Memorial is. That's a long, steep run, several miles. But we hit about 194 degrees on the engine, and RPM was about 2300 most of the way in tow haul mode. And the temperature of the air was 90 degrees, so it was a bit of a demand. I did have my blue fan switch on, so we were getting maximum fan blowing through the radiator. But we had no coolant blowout from the degas bottle. The pressure cap held everything. And normally in a situation like that, before the condenser, I would have probably had some blowout onto this area here. Battery, brake fluid reservoir, air cleaner, and the degas bottle itself. So then we continued on, and as we went through Prescott, we were going up the pass to Potato Patch Campground and the city of Jerome, and we hit 204 degrees, and the engine had kicked down to 2700 RPM. Anyway, there was no coolant blowout through the cap, which normally this whole area here would have been sprayed all over with coolant coming out through the cap of the degas bottle. And so that tells you that that cooler condenser is actually making a bit of a difference in lowering the pressure from steam and cavitation produced by the engine. So anyway, I hit the fan on as soon as I saw the 204 degrees, and that brought us right back down to about 188, 184 for the rest of the pass. And anyway, the cooler condenser is making a difference. It's still not perfect, but it's keeping us from having problems. So the next thing is going to be, I am going to try Evans waterless coolant antifreeze. And the reason is that it has no water, and the boiling point of it is around 260 or 280 degrees. What's the other nice thing is that it doesn't expand like water-based coolant does. And so if you're at 210 degrees and you take the cap off, they say that you might get like a little burp from it, but you will not have a gushing spray like with water-based antifreeze coolant. So that'll be my next thing to try. It's $50 a gallon, which is a little bit more than I would like to spend, but if it fixes the overheating problem, I'm there, dude. But otherwise, truck has been just running beautifully. Gotta say, this engine, it's got a ton of power. Not the best mileage. With the camper on, we seem to get about 10.5 is as good as it gets. And the last tank of fuel, we got 9.6, doing a lot of mountain driving. So, all right, well, that is the update for the engine cooler condenser overheating issues. And so just to do a quick recap so that you know what has been done, we have this new AFE 3-core radiator, 20% larger than a factory radiator for this truck. We've got the Mishimoto forged 185 degree thermostat. Down there behind the pulleys and everything is a bulletproof 100 millimeter water pump. And then also is the severe duty Motocraft fan clutch, which is supposed to run the fan at a higher speed, but it's still not enough. I need that blue wire mod to lock the fan up to full speed under certain conditions. And then the newest, let's backtrack a little, putting this T here from the coolant filter so that liquid goes into the radiator, steam to the degas bottle. And then the final thing that I've done is the cooler here, and that's got about 15 feet of coolant aluminum tubing in it. And right now it seems to be making a pretty good difference. So, okay, I'll keep you informed as to what happens. And you can see just a Gesundheit. Sneezes, they always come in threes. Anyway, you can see just there. You can see just a little residual antifreeze on the edge of the degas bottle. Boy. And then there's also just a little bit of residual splash there. So that 204 degrees, it seemed to hold the pressure because of the cooler, the condenser dropping pressure. Okay,